Bruh.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Hey, traders. Have a Tuesday. Hope you're having as good of a day as XRP and some other choice altcoins that have rallied really well. Stock market almost like it was closed today, didn't do much. And Bitcoin is down $1,400 roughly, 2.35%, and back below that February 21st high. Right? Sad. I'm sad below that level. I'm happy above it. Right? I just think that's a really important area since it was the first time it was ever created, and I think you correlated your price action at that level after the fact, right? And so anything below that level long enough, eventually you could run down and test that 200 moving average or 55K, but it's just been a lot of chop, man. I mean, just right, resistance, support, resistance, support, now resistance. It's just so much the chop zone. But again, it's been good for some altcoins. So that's it for Bitcoin. Great stuff, man. Nothing's happened, but XRP, different story. It was up even more earlier, but hit an all-time, well, not an all-time high, God, think about multi-year high of
question. What do you do in both the RSI and MACD
110 today?
bullish divergence at the same time?
What do I do when both the RSI and MACD are showing bearish and bullish at the same time? That doesn't happen very often. Could you show me an example of what you mean? David? Is that David Solani or just regular David? I'd like to see an example because it doesn't happen very often at all. It's almost impossible in certain ways. So, but I mean, let's say it was in your scenario, say it happened, right? That's just a form of contradicting variables. We want coinciding variables. We want variables that are saying the same thing. If you have one variable that's bullish and one that's bearish, then all of a sudden, and its candidacy for a trade starts becoming tenuous, weaker, right? So you just hit the space bar and you move on to another asset. And maybe like whatever asset you're looking at, go to the same sector. Maybe it's showing something bullish, right? So, and, you know, another individual asset in that subsector.
USDT chart on the 1 hour now.
What's up, David? Same David, I think. Thank you for the threes, the 2333. It is. Maybe, I don't know, a 60-minute. If you want to see a 60-minute, sure. Oh, okay. So 60-minute, first off, divergence is pretty weak. Hey, bearish divergence occurred on the 60-minute, and it manifested into like no selling pressure, nothing reversed, right? So now it's like hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence played out, right? If you're looking at right here, right? I think the 60-minute is so insignificant that like mini waves, little moves like that could be all it is. That's good enough. So yeah, he's talking about an insignificant time scale where there's bearish divergence all over the place. He's showing it. And then he's also pointing this out too. He's like, oh, there's hidden bullish divergence going on now. So what's the most recent thing that's occurred on the chart? By the looks of it, the most recent thing was bearish divergence on the RSI. So reversal, but it's not reversing yet.
Time to go all in, boys.
Did it? Why did my alert not go off? Nah, it's just flirting. It is. So, Hex is... It could be any hour now, any day now. It could be any time now that Hex just all of a sudden... Oh my god, Hex had a 30-50% day. I can't believe it. Oh wait, I can because of the way it looked technically. So first off, you're looking at an insignificant time scale. It doesn't even matter. Because it's just like, alright, it happened, alright. So it was like bearish divergence played out, I guess. Hidden bullish divergence played out, I guess, right? Good enough. It's such a fast time scale. So if you have an underperforming bearish divergence like you have, and it's just holding like this, it's still so strong. I would defer to the 4-hour and the daily, which we know. I don't know how you could be so bearish on XRP when it's just made a massive breakout of a Wyckoff range that is multiple years large. Talking and look, dude, who even cares on the 60-minute? Look what's happened. You see this, right? This was plotted before any of this price action. This could because it's you just go back and look in history and you'll see why. We go to the weekly and we look left. So the 60-minute is pretty freaking cool. Hold on, let me adjust that a little bit. Make it perfect. Scaled out. So what was just happening on the 60-minute that we can't see on the weekly? We know there's a weekly in progress, a weekly breakout in progress going on, but dang, man, you go to that 60-minute chart, what did we... Holy crap, man. You just broke out and back tested what was once resistance forever as support. And you're bouncing. So that's extremely significant. That's a big deal. So thanks for the 60-minute for showing us what was once resistance is now support. There could be more upside in store soon for XRP. See, it was resistance, but then it became support. And we know between 95 cents, $1 on the weekly, there's nothing until 276. Just being real here. You can see it. You can clearly see there's nothing there.
Noise! Hey Mitch, what's up, man? Can you take a look at the/used 4 hours and daily on Binance US? Thanks.
Yes, we can look at VeChain Thor. We looked at it yesterday. Wasn't looking too spectacular. I just need a downtrend or something, right? So, David, thanks, man, for pointing it out. Because I'm glad I went to my Bitfinex chart where all the data is, so we could see that. That's pretty cool. That's illuminating to all of us viewing this. Highest level of positive momentum on the weekly that XRP has seen since the week of January 2018. The bubble had popped. We're at those levels now. RSI, highest level since December of 2020. Not that big a deal. That just means there's so much room to run. It's overbought, right? You're at 73, but in crypto, on major breakouts, this thing can go to 90 something, like a lot of them have. So it's up 11% today. XRP, all eyes on it still because it was doing stuff that looked extremely bullish, and now we're just getting the impulse, right, off the bullish behavior that was being presented, as you just saw And I was live on stream when it happened. When the weekly closed or whatever, we were here and we said, hey man, you got your weekly close above September 2018 where traders set up their highest point. That was huge. And it's just like immediately on that breakout, its own breakout, immediate fall through price action that has just manifested into another structural breakout, and just again straight up, straight down, 276. Wow. Let's go Garlinghouse, man. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. That also looks fine.
Gentlemen.
I mean, really a little pennant. It's a pennant, man. It's not a ascending triangle. It's a pennant because of its size. That is very important. But just remember old all-time highs were back tested twice as support. And now you've just got a minor sell wall at 2150, and you just have consecutive higher lows. You know, this thing's probably just hanging out and not able to really go because Bitcoin is just not performing, dude. I mean, like, we know that Ethereum lately has been outperforming Bitcoin, but still, it's like, it still has a beta to Bitcoin. It still is correlated somewhat to Bitcoin. So though, you know, Bitcoin's selling off harder and Litecoin's technically up today, not by much, by 0.13%. If Bitcoin was up today and it was at 60K, you could bet your butt that Ethereum would probably be at $2,300. So I think it's just churning, consolidating, and soon enough the continuation could occur once it breaks out of this pennant, assuming it holds above $2,000 long enough. So it looks technically sound, solid. Here's the daily. Let me hide that. Not visible. Okay, so eventually the target for Ethereum is $2,500 because that's the golden mean ratio, the pattern completion zone of a bearish deep crab. Amen. That's it. I wish there was more to talk about, but it's just like, you know, I'm here 7 days a week, every day, and sometimes things change dramatically in 24 hours, and then sometimes it doesn't, right? Like, nothing's changed on Bitcoin in 24 hours. Besides, it's just sold off a little bit, right? All right, so another very interesting development today is Litecoin's outperformance, doing really well. Really, really well. We knew the target, but it's exceeded the target, man. 228 was the target on Litecoin. Guess what? Get wrecked. Blast through it. Next target's 254. You see this alert right here? If I ever hear the beep on Litecoin, that means multi-year highs on Litecoin. Okay. And it started with a bullish Bartley, you know, a mix between a bat and a Gartley. It was just too strong. The ice line from history was too strong, so 886 could never get hit. You bounced off it, even back tested as support a couple times.
Below multiple levels of support. Thanks.
Yes, we'll look at it, man. Well, thank you for the 20. Cheers, and thanks for all the new patrons who joined in between this stream and last stream. Yeah, dude, there it is. Sean K, Rygar, Pan H, Charles, Peter B, Paul, Michael G, Francois P, Gavin J, David, Lassie G. Thank y'all for joining the Patreon. Much love. It's not there yet. I just got him working on it today. KCW. Oh, I can't wait, man. So this is in honor of the coming pump on Hex. The face-melting, life-changing pump on Hex. Once it happens, man, it's just people are gonna be like, oh my god, Hex. This is it, dude. Like, this is like terminal accumulation. It's coming. Like, there's just nothing else to be done. Nothing else. You realize on the last 4-hour candle close we had on Hex, it was the highest one of all time. So we must play at least a Jesus Chimes, obligatory Jesus Chimes for Hex, closing at 4-hour all-time highs on candle closes. And a technical breakout. one of the first, there was one that had to break out the same, but it just fell back below it. A couple times you had it, but this was the highest close ever of it. And look what it's regarded to. This is it. Oh man, this is kind of off a little bit. Maybe it was plotted on the daily right there. There's nothing else, man. Nothing else. This is it. So yeah, measure move. Okay, something like Hex, dude. Measure move's gonna get tripled, quadrupled, most likely. Okay, it's gonna be like, all right, let's measure the move reasonably. Okay, and let's do it like we always do for these patterns, and then we'll just do this. Okay, because it's crypto. What do we learn about crypto? It's just probably gonna do this. It's gonna be like, all right, 3 times the measure move. All right, seems fair. 3 times, maybe 4 times, dude. Right? If it goes up to that 4 cent area, right up there. Look left where that it opened back in June of last year. Probably looking at something stupid like that. Eventually. That's it. So, I mean, this kind of thinking right here is like, this is what's been happening on so many other altcoins that are breaking their critical resistance points after just stupid amounts of absorption of the remaining supply. Alright. And if you're asking about Hex now, I mean, like, it's not too late, I guess, but dang, dude, where have you been? Like, seriously, where have you been? This thing looked great long before any of this was going on. I'm sorry, down at these levels, it looked amazing. So good down there. Anyway, let's go, dude. Just waiting on Hex now. So, it has done everything but the impulse. Everything's created but the impulse. So we wait. Okay. Good luck, Hex. I don't know. My alert is not showing up here, but we'll just plot it if we get any kind of movement. But this thing, man, it'll be literally up 4%, and then within 30 seconds, within a blink of an eye, it could be down 2%. So illiquid and stuff, but that's just the name of the game here. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500. Just look at it. It's like there's nothing to look at. It's almost like Bitcoin today. It didn't do anything. Hey, the market was closed today. Just kidding, but up 0.1%. Market's not closed today, right? Coinbase announced it's what, $1.8 billion. I gotta find it real quick. Yeah, Coinbase announced their Q1 earnings reporting numbers of 56 million verified users, so more users than HBO Max. Let's go, dude. Trading volume 335 billion, total revenue of 1.8 billion, net income between 730 million and 800 million dollars. So that happened, man. COIN. Is it on? Is it listed though? Coin hodl. Nah, it's not. It's not on TradingView yet. But either way, history. I wonder how it's gonna go, man. I think this time last year their revenue was at like 1 billion. So I think they've almost doubled in value in 52 weeks. Meh, no big deal, right? No big deal. We can look at futures where there is like this, or you know, the market will briefly close, it'll reopen right when I go live, and there's just a mini gap that's probably gonna fill at like 58,700 and change. So you know, Dow Jones. All right, there's a gap down there, probably gonna fill eventually at 33,176. Let me look at something. I was eating lunch with my buddy today. Let's go to the monthly. The monthly on the Dow Jones. Yes, I said it. We log scale this, right? Yeah. All right, watch this in log scale. He brought it up to me, and I was like, I'd seen that. It was the 1929 crash, and then this recent high from recent 2000. Okay, no big deal. This is log scale. It's insane. Let me just get rid of some of these. It's really tough to see. Sorry. Okay, so that's what we got going on here. We got the 1929 crash, the 2000 peak, or the peak before the crash, right? And now here we are, right? We got Dow Jones. This actually breaking out. You see this on the monthly? We got ourselves a breakout trying to occur. It happened last month, right? March, the breakout, and now this month you're still out of it. I would say that's pretty interesting, right? I mean, you know, it's not actionable. It's not like, whoa, dude, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do something. It's just, it's worth noting, right? Since we like charts, we like trend lines, we like things that go back to 1929, you know, almost 100 years. So,
Hey, Mitch, can you check out these oil states? I'm a machinist there, and let me just tell you, we're going to crush earnings. BTW, I'm loving the education from the patron.
Cody, I'm glad you're getting value out of that Patreon, man. And hopefully from the streams as well. Thank you, dude. Sure, we'll look at it. All right, inside information. Inside info. Oh, God. In before SEC has entered the chat. I have a meme for that. How do you do, fellow traders? Some of y'all have seen it before. Anyway, cool. All right, we're moving on. NASDAQ, nothing burger, right? Can't break this high from January 25th. You've spent now 12 hours saying, I can't break it. Maybe tomorrow, but there might be absorption going on. So it's either, you know, the next thing you're doing, you're going to fill these gaps that are not very far below you, or you're going to break this 13,726 and go fill the gap from 14,048. And there's another one. God, there's gaps down and up, man. So it's like, just get your going out and flip it. But if the trend's bullish and you just made one low and then a nice higher low off the 200 moving average, you think up could be going on. You know, we could be going up to fill those gaps. Should be good for tech and all that, and a lot of names on the NASDAQ. So what's up, Cha-Chang Wu? Thank you for the €5 super chat.
Nail tip $23.63. Can you check, Renault? I hope you had a good day. Respect the TA.
RNO.PA. Sure, Nail. Thank you for the 2363. Yeah, they went well. Man, the weather's beautiful. It's sunny out. There's just something, I don't know, man. Like, there's just something about when weather gets good. It's great for the mood. Going out and getting that vitamin D, you know, just, I don't know, man. It's great for the soul and the spirit, this weather. So, okay. NASDAQ, nothing. Down 0.05%. Almost like the markets were closed today. And we'll look at Russell 2000, down 0.25%. Okay, you know, nothing really happened. Okay, no bearish divergence, maybe bearish convergence, but I think you're probably going to run up the test 2318 eventually. All right, let's look at gold. That gold, man, I mean, didn't it catch right? It started with the tweezer bottom last week. Yeah, man, going to test. One bottom, second bottom, tweezer bottom, and higher levels relative strength. Impending price action reversal. It's like class B, bullish divergence. So, hey, this would be amazing, right? I mean, just think about it. There's a big zone, right? All the way back from 2011, 2012. If we could ever get back above 1800, I'm gonna be so bullish on gold. I'm gonna be Peter Schiff. I'm gonna be Peter Schiff's new protege, all right, if we get back above 1800. But until then, I'm just, yeah, I like it that it's reversing once and twice, and we know that you're in a long-term uptrend. Long-term uptrend and a mid-term downtrend correction that's been going on for, God, how long now? Been in a correction for 242 days, man. It's like doubled the average correction in an uptrend. So if you get back above these areas, it could be wonderful, and this could be a way that it gets back to its levels of glory, right? I'm bullish on gold above 1800, not so bullish on gold until it breaks back above 1800 and then back tests back tests it and holds it as support, and then begins to rally again, and that midterm trend starts reversing, right? It's like the buying climax, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, same high, lower lows. So give me a higher low. Give me a higher low, man. And then give me a higher high. Unfortunately for gold, even getting above 1800 is great. It might be a strategic long entry, but your trend isn't truly reversing midterm until you break above the previous discernible swing highs within this downtrend, and that's like way up at like 1954, 1960. Right? There's no other swing high, and really until then. So there's a lot of work gold has to do, but it's not dead yet. And I'm hoping, like, I'm never gonna be like, oh, I can't wait for gold to dump, dude. Yes, but you know, I'd love to see gold get back above 1800, right? For everyone's sake, for the sake of what they're doing to that poor U.S. dollar, all fiat currency, not just U.S. dollar. Okay, don't think that other central banks aren't doing the same thing the Federal Reserve is doing, right? They're all debasing their currencies. Okay, let's go to that. Look at gold and talk about inflation. Great segue into the DXY, which I think I still have on my screen. Like, I don't know what, like, people, I saw people's charts. I don't know, maybe I go to the 4 hour, I'll see it. No, like, it doesn't exist here. I don't know what everyone was looking at yesterday, because someone was like, did you see the DXY pump? And I looked at, requested it, someone requested that, and I'm like, yeah, dude, if you consider selling off to be pumping, yeah, sure, I'm witnessing the pump right now. So continuing to sell off, right? And then probably kind of gonna back test 91, 92. Look up right there from April 2016. It's a nice line. You're probably gonna regard that as support, and hopefully it won't hold as support. We do want to see cause and effect, man. Like, I am not a fan of the U.S. dollar. Like, I mean, this thing should be getting wrecked based on what they're doing to it. Never seen this much money printing in this short period of time, and the Federal Reserve's just being like, nah, dude, nah, inflation, no big deal, dude, 1%. So I hope everyone else was having a good day. As good of a day as XRP for sure. But it's not just XRP. Come on, dude. It's up 14+% right now and climbing. I mean, you had Ethereum Classic. Come on, dude. I mean, come on. This one looked incredible, dude. It looked so good. Remember that time the backup happened of the Wyckoff accumulation right here, the week of February 22nd? Look at it now.
Cheers.
Camilla, what's up, dude? Look at Bell, the BDC. Dude, BDC pairs like Tezos and Link, my eyes are not going to glaze over if someone requests those now. Like, just because the way they look, the structural developments on those charts, so pristine. So, I mean, this is just a good old-fashioned...
See what happens, Larry?
When you break out of a range, a trading range you've been in for years, you back tested it, you held it as support. You chopped around a couple weeks at the other resistance from February last year. And we knew once you broke $13, you're probably going to $18. You're literally at $18, man. You break that. There might be more data somewhere. Let me try to find it, okay? Bitfinex always good help here. Yup, here we go, dude. Alright. And really, wow. This thing's probably not stopping, chat, at $18. This thing is probably, Ethereum Classic's probably stopping soon at $22. It's nice, though. There's just one high where this is. It's wild. What you just saw on the Binance chart is right here. It's just this one high that is not that significant. Oh, okay, I see what it is. It was just this initially manufactured, first time ever, right here, where traders settled up at their highest point on the daily, May of 2017. That's what it is. First time, right? Very important, those first highs, or candles close. Right there. May of 2017. Look, price action correlation, July 2017. Look, up thrust, September 2017. Look, price action correlation a couple times, November of 2017. Look, July 2018. Look, August 2018. And look where the price is, right there. Okay, so there is just a couple levels here that you're dealing with. If you break this zone, you're going to $22, which, look at that. Look at the price action correlation there. The highs and the lows, so freaking many of them. That's the next target on Ethereum Classic. But, you know, with more data, it's nice, right? Hey, you jumped across the creek, man. The jump across the creek. The breakout and then the backup, the BU. The backup. Should I look up, try to educate a little bit on the backup? Read it off better than me. Give me a sec. So, like, yeah, the edge of the creeks happen, but, okay, so if a Wyckoff trader chooses not to open a long position when the market or an individual issue is in a spring position, springs being, don't think you had a very good spring on this Wyckoff range. You know, the spring is the back test of the spring. Well, this was technically, these are springs. Well, no, you never even had a back test. You never had a spring, right? I mean, it was such perfect touches, December 2018, December 2019, March 2020. So you rallied, but the jump across the creek, buying opportunity. All right, so if someone chooses not to take a position on the spring position, okay, when it falls below an ice line and bounces, or the back test of a spring, and they miss the opportunity to enter the long side of the test of a spring, right? There is a third primary buying opportunity that can be used to begin a campaign. It is on the back up to the edge of the creek, but you can have it to where a backup occurs when you break out of a trading range. So what this is talking about is you can trade a breakout back test. It never did that. It out thrusted several times, and you never saw it back test once it broke for a real time. But let me see. This is not very good. All right, if you don't want to, you know what the creek is. A creek is the zone of resistance, usually near the top of a trading range, defined by a series of rally tops within the trading range, which is exactly that. It represents an obstacle to upside progress that must be overcome if the price is going to work out the potential that has been built while the price has been in the trading range. The price overcomes the resistance with a sign of strength indicated by a combination of price spread and volume action.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
So I'm not worried about the creek though as much. I don't know, I should have prepared for this, like a professor or something. Sorry, whatever. Normally just improv all this. Whatever, too many words. Let me I'll find it. Here we go. This is really how we're gonna do it. All right. Let me give it. All right. The backup. This term is shorthand for a colorful metaphor coined by Robert Evans, one of the leading teachers of the Wyckoff method from the 1930s to the 60s. Evans analogized the sign of strength to a jump across the creek of price resistance, and the backup to the creek represented both short-term profit taking and a test for additional supply around the area of resistance. A backup is a common structural element preceding a more substantial price markup and can take on a variety of forms. There we go. A variety of forms, including a simple pullback or a new trading range at a higher level. Yes. You broke the trading range, the date of February 7th, before going to almost $18, before reversing violently to go back up the test of the old trading range. And as you can see, once you break that level straight up, you dump. That was with Bitcoin. Never really, and just too strong, right? And just created that XABCD. It's like a bearish crab pattern going on right now. So I think there's more upside. Definitely more upside. It'll be in the 20s, right? So I just wanted to go into that a little bit. This is something that was identified when it happened. If you're a patron, you know. I mean, like if you were a patron, you knew. Now if you're a newer one, like what do you want me to do? Okay, the 618. So that's definitely a crab still. The 16. Oh God, look at that. The 1618 happens to just be near $22. There it is. That's the target, man. That's it. That's the high. That's it. That's probably where it's headed in time. Now it could come and pull back and make higher lows. It's probably going to make a higher low than 1080 on its next pullback before it gets there. And then, you know, that's it. That's probably where you're headed. All right. But you could understand why maybe some consolidation and some chop could occur right here. That's not changed. This has been the same thing going on. Again, we're just reiterating. We're back. Okay, are we cool, chat? We learned a little bit about ourselves, about backups, creeks, Wyckoff signs of strength. Sweet. All right. So we got a request, right? VeChain Thor was requested first-ish. I mean, it's just tough, dude. Like, when you got something like this, what do you want from me, man? In this nice downtrend. I was thinking about this more last night, like it could be an XABCD where it has a chance to run up and hit that 786, like a cipher or something, but I don't know, man. It's below 1.6 cents, which is like just a local high, low. And this, I don't know why you requested it again. If you requested it 2 days in a row, but I'm just looking at, yeah, nice downside consolidation. Eventually it'll rally, but I just don't know if it's going to happen right now. I don't see so much of a harmonic. I mean, there could have been an X, A, B, C, D, a bullish deep crab. I think we would have gone right here. Yeah, bullish crab. That's a perfect bullish crab pattern. I mean, it's a mini one. It's a very small and significant pattern, but nevertheless, it did freaking reverse at the 1618 at the golden mean ratio PCZ. So I just don't know if that's good enough. I mean, you're making consecutive higher lows, but I think it would be nice to get above 1.6 cents for real, and then you probably got a chance to go run up to see 1.9 cents, which is that high from March 27th and 29th and 24th. So there's so many opportunities out there that are 10 times better than VeChain Thor. Best time to be looking at VeChain Thor was way back here when it was not even 0.5 of 1 cent. This was it, man. All right, this was it right here. You sprung, you back tested the spring, and you never, after that back test of the spring, you never saw those prices ever again. You didn't even really get that close. It was gone. One bottom, two. So you sprung a second spring, and then after the second spring, the confirmation low, you had the back test of the spring, which is a stupid buying signal. Like, it is one of your strongest forms of confirmation you could ever get. And from there, you know what happened. Spoiler alert. Moon. Literal moon. I mean, let's just look at what was since the back test of the spring, what was the actual appreciation in value? 5,000% appreciation in value off that back test of the spring. 5,152% in 142 days ish. Okay. So after an asset does that, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, man, it could rally. You know, like Theta too is another like asset that has just gone insane. But maybe now, right? It's doing what a lot of other coins have done. It just doesn't get much better than this. I get it, man. It's gone nuts, but it's an outperformer, and nothing's implying the trend's over yet. It's not a bearish trend yet, but this, you run up, you have the correction, the pullback, and the XABD presents itself, and you're just above this low from March 24th. It's just holding on one valley, a second valley. You're trying to confirm here, but it's just not enough bids have come in yet. But dude, just you look at this, burn this image in your mind. Don't worry about too much the context looking left. But you look at this, right? And then we do this, okay? Ember cake. Cake's great right now, by the way. Cake, same thing, right? Hits that PCZ, that area, right? Back test the spring, so it's off just a little bit when I scale out like that. See, it sprung a couple times and back tested the spring a couple times. God, so magnificent. Before, it took a minute. It took a minute before the markup began, and look at cake now. Double bottoming just below the last areas of resistance that exist. So you have forms of absorption going on, right? Buyers are absorbing the remaining supply between 1790 and 1920. You can see it, I have it painted here. The zone of where supply is. And once that zone of supply is absorbed, see a buy, $29.99. Yep, you can have cake for $29.99 in the future. That's it. Pattern completion zone, if you don't know what PCZ stands for. The pattern completion zone of harmonics, normally 88% retraces, 78% retraces, depending on which type of harmonic it is. And that's up to you to learn and master and memorize the parameters of what makes, which retraces and extensions make which harmonic what. That's on you. And you have to invest in yourself to do that. And Scott Carney, the guy who wrote the book on them, just happens to be a part of our community, and you can go buy his books. I highly recommend owning his harmonic books. You can get them for free online, but you can also support him by buying the hard copy, whatever it's called, where there's pages, those old things that the boomers use. Books. Yeah, something like that. Just kidding. But yeah, he does an incredible job of not just, he was the one that put in all the research in the 90s so you could discern which fib node levels on B dictate what's going to happen on D or C, right? So pay the man his money, or pay that man his credence, whatever. And then what is it? Booge is like Dutch for broom or something. Can't remember. Wow, Tom, are you like slow? Like, how low is your IQ that I literally said the answer after you asked, and you now start cursing, asking what it means? This is why, I can't read chat much, because, dude, there are people out there just like. Okay. Anyway. So it's not just Ethereum Classic and XRP that has performed well today. How about Binance Coin, man? This thing just going to Jesus, dude. Just gone to Jesus.
Wondering about a coin I believe in. CRO. Any thoughts? I've staked. Recent announcements for Visa makes me feel bullish.
Noise!
Could you take a look at Bind? Looks like it had a backtest to the Baton Classic bullish divergence on the daily. Wondering if you had any extra input. Thanks so much for taking the time to help all of us learn.
What's up, Preston? We'll see Beyond Meat. Sure, we'll look at fake meat. 100%. Thank you, man. Sure, yeah, I enjoy it. Sometimes just I enjoy the chart part. Sometimes I don't enjoy there are other aspects of streaming, so that are sometimes very rewarding and fun, and other times we just looked at, right? Like, wow. Hey, Fearless, it is a, I don't really know, I mean Crow, but there's a $20 minimum for requests, so just letting you know.
Back in my day, we had to go to this
I'm
place
Skinny
called the
Pete.
library and read books to get educated.
Books. Edumacation. At it. I remember Skinny Pete. Hey, you know what? Guy who plays Xbox, no need to be rude. Don't be rude to me, and I won't be rude to you. You know how the universe works, right? Treat people with respect who treat you with respect. Don't respect somebody who doesn't respect you. Remember, Boys into Hood, Morpheus. That's one thing to take from that movie, all right? So anyway, yeah, dude. I mean, Binance Coin's approaching the 1414 FIB extension, which just happens to be $415. You ever break that? The gold mean ratio is 448. Let's just give it a cool 450. It's too powerful. It's just been too powerful. For confirmation levels on these harmonics, just too strong. Like too much demand, not enough supply. So this is all we can do is just look at this straight line up. It's incredible. It really is. No, you're good, Fearless. You're good, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. All right.
My bad, man. Last time I super chatted was $10. Here's $10 more for your thoughts on CRO.
Crow Connect, yes. Is it worth it? I don't know, man. Like, is there any reason to use it over like Visa 2% back on all purchases, and then you can alternate monthly where you get 3% back? Like if I want like 1 month I can go bars, restaurants, 3% back, and everything else 2%, and then or something like that. I think that's how it is. I can't remember. Is there anything that can compete with the Visa, Bank of America stuff? I don't think yet, right? Maybe. Crow's a debit card. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would I want to? I'm just over my. I guess I'm part of the movement, man. Stake your Crow. Yeah. All kinds of staking going on, man. Alright, what was the next request? It was Bitcoin dominance. No? Yes, Bitcoin dominance. Oh my god, dude, I've looked at this and it has been devastated. And this is what happens, Larry, right? Critical congestion area. You're either going to bounce off this and have a real good time, or you're going to break it and get devastated. And this thing's been devastated. I don't even... What's the next real support here? Like, Bitcoin dominance is at its lowest level since April of 2019. Wow. 2 years, man. You haven't seen the dominance this low. I think that's probably a good thing in the end. Man, the more money there is in crypto, I think the more relaxed people are about the trend you're truly in. We're in this nice possible super cycle uptrend for Bitcoin and everything. You know, Bitcoin dominance is, you know, plummeted to 56%. 56%. But Bitcoin's at 58K right now. I mean, it's been consolidating for 6 weeks or going on 7 weeks. That's just good. I think there's more liquidity in this market that's outside of Bitcoin. That's all this is kind of saying. I think there's just more, or there's just less. There's like no fear that the trend's over or anything, right? You'd think that like in bearish conditions, like money would flood it, like the Bitcoin dominance would go up, and you know, these altcoins wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now. So I think that's just testament to kind of the sentiment of the collective macro, not just Bitcoin, right? Yep. You would think though that got that low. This is that. So it's probably. I mean, I think at this point, probably going down to 53%. It could continue to plummet. I mean, traders settled at the lowest point September 2018, and you got a couple touches there. But other than that, I mean, 49.66%. What's up, Dan M?
that a joint?
Mitch, does the fact that BTC dominance is dropping mean that altcoin trade setups are less likely to be tied to BTC's performance?
I think we're witnessing that, right? Are we not watching many altcoins do substantial things while Bitcoin just does nothing? Yeah, I think below the green zone here, that this is where, like, you could see this is why Link to BTC I guess looks so good and is playing out really well. Tesla's to BTC looking really good, right? So this could continue as there's just where you are right now. There's no like pivot point until like 53%. I mean, if TA was gonna do anything right on this, like, it's not, no one's really literally trading this, so like support resistance could be meh, you know, could be a weak argument, but I'm just saying it worked really well for us, knowing like this, having this zone painted forever, right? What could happen, you know? So all right, let's do the next one. Next request. It looks like many other assets in this industry. Yeah, dude, look at this. Just go into OIS. It fell to, oh, dude, why were you not here? We sprung, we back tested the spring. Look at this. I mean, pretty much a spring back test of a spring from, that goes back to 2001, right? One valley, a second valley. It wasn't really a back test of a spring, but man, once you got for the second low, that was a higher low, and you got back above 331, dude, that was so intense. That was so great, man. So OIS. You know, I think Energy had a real bad day yesterday. If you can get back above 636, that's the big deal, man. If you can't hold 636, you might find yourself all the way back down to 331, and that could be a back test of a spring, and then you could get 3 rising valleys, and you'd lose half your value. So until you get back above 636, it's harder to be bullish on it, but eventually you think it's going to make a higher low than the previous low. And then again, you could get like some sort of really strong classic accumulation structure. That would be amazing. You want these lows to be proportional to the other one. So if you get down here methodically, it could be a perfect 3 rising valleys opportunity. Again, and you'd be at such lower levels. Look, your negative momentum, first level of negative momentum on this asset on the weekly since May of last year. So it's been almost 1 year since you've seen any negative momentum. So that could continue to build on lower prices as, again, you're seeing you fell below an ice line from 2009. You got to get back above that. Otherwise, you run the risk of eventually going back down to the other level, other low. No, there is a low right here. It's like kind of where the prices all started back in February 2001, right there. Now that could be back tested. 510 could be back tested and held. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this just on the weekly means more selling could be coming, and right, you're gonna build negative momentum over the next few weeks. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's here. Hey, your logo on the 8s. Oh my god, man. All right. We got sound check. We good. I don't know why I'm asking now. The stream's ruined if the decibels were too loud, since I haven't made any changes. OIS. Oil States International Incorporated. I wonder what it's... Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I like totals. Let's look at the totals chart. So beautiful, man. Beautiful parabolic run going on. Next one was that one. Another new... What? Renault, but I don't know Renault A. I don't see Renault A. I only see just Renault itself on your next Paris. Yeah, there is no RNO dot A or dot whatever PA, just RNO. Yeah, dude, I don't really know what I can do here if what you literally asked for is not showing up. I do like it though. I love the way this chart looks. Hold on, music.
I like turtles.
Do you?
I like turtles.
Me too, dude.
Bruh.
So Jonathan, zombie man. Thanks, dude. $3 minimum for text-to-speech. So RNO looks fantastic, man. It bounced at an area like Halley's Comet almost, right? Every 10 years, 1997, 2009, 2020. Yep, Halley's Comet type action. Never had a spring back test, but maybe one day, dude. It would be the most incredible blessing of all time if RNO could ever come back to test $26 to $28. Good God, that would be like load the farm. Okay, load the family inheritance on a back test, a successful back test of a spring. I'm kidding, because we always want risk management because nothing's certain. But I'm just telling you, if that ever happened, dude,
Gentlemen, in the mix.
like I want this thing to reverse so bad, so it goes down to this level and back tests it. So then what happens? It's like every cycle, you eventually do that. You eventually do back test this $26, $28 zone. This time you just blasted through it, but that's what happened. You'll sometimes blast through it, like you did the first time, blasted through it, and then you dumped, and then you held it. It was created in 1994, and you just look at that. Look at it, 2010, 2001. It was resistance in May of last year. So, dude, a back test, man, that would be it. I would have an alert set up. Maybe it never happens. That's fine. But if it did,
Please look.
holy crap, this would be a major trade setup, an investment, because this is the weekly. So it could take months to play out, if not over a year. So, yep, have an alert down there, because that is where you would strike. And your target would be right here, the zone of it's like $59, $60. That's like where it'd be headed to, most likely, if it ever back tested $28. I mean, that's where it could be headed, straight up. But I'm just saying, man, like if you're being strategic here, you wait. You try to wait for it. You let the price come to you. Okay, nice looking chart, potentially. That's it. Oh, what's up, Fearless? What is it? Visa partner with Crypto.com. Yeah, that's true. To accept payments via US dollar coin. Dude, I can't handle this lady screaming in my ear. Hold on. Alright, no more screaming. The new news. You believe it's bullish? Does the chart tell you? I don't know. Crow looked amazing at one point, and then I think it played out. So I'm not sure it's happening again. I can't remember which chart I was looking at with Crow. OKX maybe? Yes, it was okay. It did play out. It was amazing, man. It was so good. Dude, we were looking at this thing down here. We were looking at the divergence, the right angle descending broadening formation stuff. Inverse head and shoulders really zoomed in here. Oh yeah, man, on the 4 hour was great. That was how it all started too. Or is it? Yeah, dude. I mean, it was perfect. It was, and it hit. That's what I'm saying about Hex, right? Hex. You see this? It makes traditional technical analysis look like a joke because it exceeded it, back tested the old resistance as support twice before it did this. I mean, so just like you understand on Hex why I'm saying it's gonna quintuple, quadruple the measured move of that little silly accumulation structure, because it's just the context is so much greater. So yeah, you back tested this area that was once resistance as support once, then twice, and after the confirmation low, market participants were told, hey, that what was once resistance support for the second time. That's it. That's the strike. We're taking our shot here. And then this occurred right after that second test. Goes up to the golden mean ratio before reversing violently. And another inverse head and shoulders appeared. And look what happened when it broke its neckline at 15.8 cents. It broke it, gone again with the wind. So now, I mean, I don't know. It's a really nice trend, dude. Incredible trend. Momentum looks like it's kind of shifting somewhat once more. So you got this new high from March 12th that, look, you sprung right here. You back tested the spring. You're making a higher low. You're below the 200 moving average. Everything looks good. I think the longer it stays above 20 cents, the higher the probability it's going up 22 cents. And after 22 cents, probably going up 24 cents. Okay, so there is accumulation occurring now, as you can see. All right, clear accumulation. Why is accumulation? Because you made a low, then you made a higher low, then you made a higher low, same lows, same levels, but those same lows are higher than the previous lows, that are higher than previous lows, and now just again attempting to create just another higher low. Are you kidding? Demand line, sell wall at 22.64 cents. All right, it's really, that's the wick high. But look, what, this is why, man, I love candle close, and why you should love candle close too. How many times do I plot the candle close and not the wick? And so many times new wicks go to touch the candle close and never touch the other wick again, or touch the wick, right? Like, it's a zone. So you have a very clear sell wall where traders settled over their highest point March 22nd. You can see it tested and tested again. You know, right? So that's it. It's like accumulate. It's definitely ascending triangle behavior. It could be a reversal, an ascending triangle reversal pattern, right? Because it sold off and is now trying to reverse to the upside. Okay, Crow looks fine. Crow looks like yeah, it could be setting up for higher prices, sure. And I think eventually, like once it breaks, you know, if you were trading and taking along here, you wouldn't be like settling for 22 cents. You're settling for what a measured move would be, or just the next real high, 24.79 cents. Dude, you don't mess around with assets that are partnering with companies worth billions of dollars, dude. I mean, in a bullish sentiment, bullish macro, bullish environment, man, it's just like that's the measured move is 26 cents on
Thanks,
Crow.
You are the man. All I needed. Keep doing what you do.
Huh? Fearless, thank you for 5 super chat. I didn't see it, sorry. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good for now. So we got less than 1 hour till your daily candle close. Thanks for the 1,430 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We're only at 424 likes, so, you know, I think we could get more, but that's really your call, all right? I don't know what else I can do. We're just doing charts, right? Just analyzing them, so, and that's all the stream is, right? What's the next one? That was the next one. Never looked at this before, I don't think. Never looked at it before, correct. Yep, oh, it's incredible looking. Oh my god, dude. Like, look at this, chat.
Look here! Look, listen!
This thing is just on the cusp of an insane markup. Bell, B-E-L to Bitcoin. Was that Bluebell ice cream? Oh yeah, dude.
Noise!
Good God. This
Hello,
looks
sir.
so
I
ready
confess
to
my
go
therapist
insane.
Today,
Yeah.
I've been fapping to the hex chart for the last 24 hours. She told me to leave and never come back. Can we look at that sexy chart, please, sir? I need to finish.
Noise!
Bat Brave browser.
Man. What's up, PP? What's up, charts? Thank both of y'all for the contributions. But look at BAT. That is above its highest 4-hour candle close of all time. In 47 minutes, BAT will confirm its new highest candle close of all time. Yeah, BAT looks, it's about time. About time, man. That was a trade setup, posted on the 30th? It's only been a week, man. Such people are like, whatever. Freaking out over nothing. But this asset, Bell to BTC, it looks poised to go absolutely insane. Okay, and look, dude, the time to really care about this I know, man, it's about to do things probably insane, but the time for us, we have to use these times to education. The time to be requesting Bell was in February, when you had a nice line from November of 2020. You even back tested the spring once, January 29th, before a nice little rally, and then you sold off again, and you fell below it. And it was like, oh man, are we in trouble? But
can you have a look at FXS Bust? Also, just so you know, Bitcoin Gold touched 73 and Bitcoin Diamond touched $2 today. Double since I requested Bitcoin Diamond.
What's up, Egg Dude? Yeah, well, I mean, dude, it's like Bitcoin Diamond looked good. I mean, it looked like many other things that I don't care what the ticker is. I care about what the chart looks like, and we know Bitcoin Diamond's a joke, Bitcoin Gold's a joke, many things are jokes, but not if they're showing incredible levels of accumulation by the composite operator. It's not a joke then. It's serious. So can't you see what happened? A spring here, then a kind of a back test of a spring off where traders settled at their lowest points, November 2020, right? Before it ran up. And so here we are. That's the time you want to see. And it's one bottom, a second local bottom, like a confirmation low, but it's a higher low. And the context is gorgeous. So yeah, you're engulfing. You're in the midst of engulfing. It could 45 minutes, so anything's possible. But if you break above this, it's right here. Let me try to get it scale out perfectly. Right there. You're just right at it, man. And I'll plot this other wick too, so you can just see that zone. You break it. I mean, let's just talk about a measured move here, because it is an inverse head and shoulders. I'm sorry. It is a pretty incredible looking one. It's a specimen. A specimen. We got a target here of Bell to BTC of 15,262 Satoshis eventually. Eventually. You will get your Turbo Man doll eventually. Not right now, okay?
I can't thank you enough, Mithray. I've been here since the Gartley at BTC bottom.
We're gonna NFT that, by the way.
Your knowledge and persistence have changed many lives, including mine. God bless you and TA.
Thank you, Hung Lo, for the $10 super chat and the very, very kind words. Definitely gonna NFT the legendary Gartley. That put this community on the map, really, right? That was like when I went like semi-viral after that breakout, after that happened. So very thankful for that stuff, dude. All right, don't sleep on it. You could be conservative too if you want, and just say, all right, that was noise, and you could just have a more conservative target. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? You just go from the size of the actual trading range. This fell out of the range IMO, but still could play out. Because why? Historical context makes sense, right? Look, there's like this random wick right above it, It's not a real high. I mean, there's no real high until like 41,658. 41,658 Satoshis. Holy crap, man. So much education on this and potential for upside still. Okay, next one. Beyond Meat. Remember that time there was a dragon. The second test, right, of the support zone, right? Confirmation low. You broke is the dragon, and then it went up. And now we have, I think, a harmonic maybe still, or it failed or something. No, oh my god, it's now making the confirmation low. This is a bullish bat pattern pretty much. So now we can just extend this and be like, holy crap, it's one bottom, two bottoms. Yeah, this could be it. I mean, you're at lower risk areas. Yeah, Beyond Meat now. One bottom, two. Are we always one bottom, two bottoms before the huge markup? One bottom, two bottoms, maybe before a run up to 166. Hey, nice request on some of these dudettes. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Target 182 to 219. Now 167, you can't ignore that, man. It's very, very real congestion area where a reversal could very well occur. But I'm just saying, man, this is kind of as low risk as you can get on an asset. It's beautiful.
Hi Mitch, can you please take a look at Voyager BTX?
Dang, man.
BTC
I don't want to eat fake meat, but I might take a long on it. Dude, and it's not just that, dude. You know, like 4-hour bullish divergence is extremely real on both oscillators. Do you have any help on the daily though? That would be interesting, right? It's kind of like it's playing out too. It's kind of similar to Peloton. Peloton. All right, you got, okay, we're baking the cake, right? We want to not just one variable. We don't just want a harmonic. We want a harmonic at a critical ice line congestion area from history, and then we want seller exhaustion identified on oscillators. We got a good cake baking, right? Well, we got a good mixing bowl of ingredients that we could very well throw into the oven. And when you throw a mixing bowl or whatever into the oven, that is taking the trade. Okay, 400 degrees, however many minutes or hours it takes to bake cake, I don't really know. Well, here it may take a while, but you're thinking the target 166.93 to 172 minimum. All right, let's go, Hex. Let's go. Hex is going, man.
Sell please. Going to be huge. Pro XLM Vet 1
Yeah, it's breaking out. Sell was breaking. It made all-time highs in the past like 8 hours. CEL. Yes, I can't go to Hex. I got to, dude. I have to do this, right? Oh wait, I can't do it like that. Crap. I'm gonna do it like this. I'll try to come back to it, but we gotta keep going here. All right, I'm good, Hex. Up 10.45%, man. Here it is. So it's not at its all-time high. It actually hit all-time highs last night, up 2.17 cents. So it's close, but dude, I was watching it, and it hit that all-time high, and then within like 10 minutes, it went down to 1.8 cents. So it was up like a crap load, and then it was down like 5% plus. So just it. You see what I'm saying? Like literally, you just watched it. So I have to add an alert above all-time highs. So this is why, like, you can't really, you know what it's doing, but you just can't really focus on the zoomed in stuff like we can look at other more liquid assets. It's just not liquid, man. It was up 10%, and in a second, it's only up 1.45%. You can't focus on the local price action, all right? It's okay though. We've been bullish on this long before even any of this consolidation happened, right? I mean, what was the this is a trade setup. This is a position trade long on Hex, well off its entry. Yeah, entry on Hex was like 1.17 cents. So when it was at its high point just a minute ago, it was pretty much doubled in value already. The party hasn't even begun on it. So I hope if you're a patron, you saw that. I mean, like, we've been talking about it so much, man. I even tweeted #Hex. That's all I'm gonna do sometimes. Okay. Anyway, spent enough time on this crap. It's just annoying, right? What it does. All right, let's go to the next request. Thanks to the 1,500 people here. Next one was Hex. Literally, Hex was requested next. Here we are. Done. That's it. All right, moving on to the next request, which was BAT, which is up 4.4%. This is it, man. Breaking its old all-time high candle close, right? March 18th of this year, right? You're above it, and the next target's 142, and then above that, look out. Price discovery. Okay. David can finally stop freaking out about it. David Solani just every day pinging me about BAT. Is BAT okay, man? BAT's looks like it's gonna dump. You were saying BAT's gonna dump, like down here, right? Where's this thing, man? I don't know. So much discussion on BAT that I can't even scroll through the search. Here we go. It's on the way, man. This is like, like, what are you gonna do, man? It just, some of them, they don't take off immediately. Some of them take a while, right? And it's just, I think it's simply BAT is because it had such a nice market before. This was a trade setup, right? It was like this trade setup hit all three targets from down here from the previous month. So it's like the month was ending, and I'm like, okay, new long on BAT, right? Someone was like closing up their BAT and then reopening their BAT almost, right? It's just because, remember, you have uptrends, which are you consider those the book, and then within the book you have chapters. The chapters are the trades you take. Okay, books can end at any time, right? But your chapter, okay. So what was the first target of this trade setup? Posted March 31st. So if you didn't even rage quit on the last day of the month and you didn't re-up your Patreon, you still got this trade setup.
Noise!
Can you please look at DeFi perp / used on FTX? Thank you, Mitch.
DeFi perpetual something? Yeah, sure. We'll look. Crypto Street. Thanks, man. So again, first target is like that old all-time high, right? Like the wick high from March 18th. You're not there yet, but you're like, you could be there soon. Like, there's nothing really here that would stop the asset from, there's no like, oh, reasonable sell orders are just going to randomly be here. Okay, something terrible would have to happen to the macro probably for BAT to just not be able to go test the first target of the trade set of 142. All right, and we understand price discovery, right? So that's the first target. I used the high to low here to get the second and third target, just the 1272 pip extension at 155, and then the third target at 172 at the golden mean ratio. Perfect. And then a fourth target, if you wanted, if these markets were just going to keep being stupid, the 2618 at 223, which sounds absurd and impossible, but that's just like, it's almost like we keep saying that and it just keeps happening, right? Keeps exceeding the inner fib extensions and just keeps going to the outer fib extensions to stupid levels. It's just like, wow. BAT's previous all-time high on Bivinex 199. Okay, all-time highs on Binance. Sorry. Okay, so fourth target 199. $2.
Hey Mitch, can I get some wisdom from you on BNI Bridge Mutual? Thank you. The real crypto tiger. Smiley face.
So anonymous, or the real crypto tiger, or I don't know if you're just pinging the real tiger. I don't know. It's gonna add a random alert above the other high. What a joke on Hex, man. That was a big. Blah. No fun. Oh, hey, Michael K. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Also, Gavin. Or Gavin just joined. Was he on the... Oh, he was on the... Well, I think there's 2 Gavins. There's like 3 or 4 Gavins in the Patreon now. Thanks to all the Gavins for joining the Patreon. Holy crap. But literally 2 different Gavins joined today. So you can see how I'm confused. Thank y'all. Dude, it's like Gavins are like, Mr. Anderson. It's like the dude, the Sentinel from the Matrix. Gavins just keep multiplying, man. Crazy, man. Next request was that. Okay, whatever that is. It's on Binance. Kind of interesting chart, maybe. I like how it's not just like, oh my god, it's just up 80,000% in seconds. You know, I like how it's down at these levels. I like it's a higher low so far. Let's see. Kind of, I don't like that lower high though. Oof. The momentum shifting stuff. That first high right there. In here.
XDZ/used Tezos has $13.80 on it. But does it count? Plaza chart in bread face.
Does it count? Why would it not count if it hit it? Thank you, Kurt. We'll look at it. So what I do love, like it does look, oh my god, I'm scared because of Head and Shoulders maybe. But dude, what about the bullish cipher? And a little deep there. A little deep here. I was actually kind of almost perfect, dude, there. 7 8. Dude, this is a perfect cipher on FXF. Wow. Nice cipher there. And this zone from February 20th, you can clearly see the zone of support. This is a congestion area. If it can hold above that, that would be stronger than a double bottom, right? Coming down to, you know, get that confirmation low at 775, the PCZ. That'd be stronger. So if it can hold this zone, let me just plot it real quick. You hold above that long enough, you got a real good shot of more upside. Okay. High right there. I think that would be an adequate target, 1162. I mean, you think about high to low down there, 50% retrace. That's a reasonable target for, you know, profit taking if this can sustain and hold. This is definitely one to keep your eye on, put on your watch list. Yeah, this is exactly where eventually, right? What do? Eventually, that. Very nice. Pretty freaking good chart, actually. If anything, if you're also want to look at other things, there is a demand line right there that it tested on the PCZ of the harmonic, of the cipher. Right? 1 bottom, 2, and now 3, and maybe you get a second test down there. That'd be amazing, but if it's too strong, there's too much demand, you're never getting back down to that demand line, and that's what you want to see. That's testament to how strong this asset is or could be, right? Man, great stuff. We're getting some good requests today, man. This is a highlight day for a stream. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, we've had funnier streams and cool streams and a lot of requests, but these have been some extremely high quality requests, so that's what we want to see. Everyone benefits and wins. You know, if you tip me and you want to look at something that's just straight line up, it's like you're winning because you get to see the asset and maybe I get to do a little education. But when we look at assets like this, all 1,500 people in here are like, what? Gaining illumination on something that could be a great opportunity. And That's on Binance. So I know those South Koreans see these harmonics, man, and they play them over and over and over again. See what happens. All right, next one. Oh, it snuck by me. Hold on.
Hey Mitch, good times in crypto land. Could you check out my favorite S-Coin Verge XDG?
Kramer's $20 US dollar minimum for a request. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, we could just, you can string it over. Let's look at the next one. Yeah, so DOT's pretty cool in ways. It's not like low risk or anything. I think you had the low risk, right? I think it was an X, A, B, C, D, 886 shark or something that got above 30 and then went and then broke out of its range. And it's now what was once resistance, acting as support a couple times.
Love the 1.618 API 3/BTC, my guy, thanks.
So Meister John, thanks for the 20. All right, can add it to the list. Sure. 20 US dollars. Thank you, man. So anything above $40, $41 leads you to believe $50 can be achieved in time. Nothing's really so much. It doesn't look as strong as Ethereum, but it looks pretty similar to Ethereum, right? It's just a mini pennant, right? Just a mini consolidation structure after a breakout, and the consolidation is occurring above the breakout, which is always bullish, always good, but nothing certain. So you can't be like, oh, it's definitely going to 50. You would think the longer it stays above this, the higher the probability is it would then go run up to test the $50 mark, major psychological resistance. All right.
There you go, my man. That's used 20 for the S-Coin.
Thank you, Kramer. Sure, we'll look at it. All right, thank you, dude. I hate to like have to repeat it and say it and stuff, but it's just it's the way it is, man. It's been that way since like January. Everything's just gone nuts. We had a new paradigm, streaming paradigm. All right, $50 probably, but if you fall below 40, you could find yourself at 30 again. And it's not my fault that the psychological resistances are being really well respected, right? 30, 40, and probably 50. Okay. But this is an all-time high consolidation pennant, right? This is the highest level it's ever been up here. So bullish. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so BQX to BTC, man. Wow, look where it is. That low from December 2017. Holy crap, man. You're just at it. Wow. Wow, really nice bullish divergence on the MACD going on the daily, but I hate how the RSI doesn't look that great. You know, you got that definitely a supply line there. So you got horizontal line support, critical ice line from history. We could plot this if you want, just like this, you know. Okay. Anything above that could be in good shape for a reversal to the upside, but if you fall below it, you understand what can happen. It could get wrecked, right? Go all straight down to 51.36 sats. So the daily, if this continues to mature the way it is, it's implying a reversal soon. And that is stuff you do want to see. You want to see seller exhaustion at critical ice lines after sell-offs, right? That's definitely, it could be like a potential dragon or something going on. But I'd like to see a Japanese candlestick reversal, you know?
Hi Mitch, I hope all is well. Long time since the last request. Life is busy. Could you please check Unity stock? It's at an interesting level. Thank you.
Some Tish, man. Thanks, dude. Yep. Sure. Is it just a descending broadening wedge? Yeah, nice descending broadening wedge. Pretty much. Four-hour, nothing really helpful on the 4-hour. So maybe that daily, I don't know, you could just put it on your watch list and monitor it. If it can hold above the 67.06 level long enough, I think it's, you know, this is definitely a level where you pivot hard and then you get big markups, or you fall through it and you just dump down to the next level of congestion. So the 4 hour is not really that great, where it's not showing any sort of bullish divergence so much. I mean, maybe the MACD was, and then it played out, only turning into a lower high, not breaking anything, and then selling off again. So,
FTM, please, kind sir. Getting ready for Miami.
what's up, Jason? You know the rules, right? Thank you for the 1337. Getting ready for Miami. I'm trying to, man. I don't know. Like, it's really tough when you're not from there. I got to talk to Scott Carney. I'm talking to my buddy who we're going down together. We're trying to figure out lodging and stuff. It's just not easy. And then it's like I'm trying to figure out, am I gonna do like a mid-trade TA event down there? And I don't know how much that would cost to get like a DJ and an event place and all these different things. And I don't know how many people would even show up to it. There are just so many things I don't even know how to answer because I've never done anything like this before. We had the Vegas meetup, but it was so much easier. It was like Vegas itself is just kind of the event. You know, what do? You go and you drink and you go to the pool and you sometimes gamble and stuff. It's easy. Miami's not so much like that. It's like, I think there is so much opportunity. I just don't know what to do, right? I'm just like, I wish I had like an event coordinator. I don't know. Anyway, interesting. BQX is interesting. Daily bullish divergence, but I don't know if there's a signal on the 4 hour yet. Good God, man. A lot of requests. Yeah, sell hit all-time highs today, or maybe yesterday. I think it was today. And it's like on the cusp of re-breaking out. I mean, this one looked great. This one definitely looked good. It showed all this accumulation. It was not bullish bad. It was too strong. It was the divergence didn't, like, there's seller exhaustion didn't allow the asset to get to the 886. So it's just a big range between $4.06 and $6.93. And if you break it, man, I mean, you're thinking eventually $10. But if you really wanted to do like fib extensions, which is also fair, your first target 782, second target 829, which is the 1.44, and the gold mean ratio is 896. So this thing has been consolidating since the beginning of the year, man. Bullish, really bullish, dude. Okay, bullish consolidation.
Born and raised in
I think $10
Miami,
eventually wouldn't be the weirdest thing in the world.
Pretty good right now. I recommend Sunny Isles a lot cleaner.
So it's like, yeah, why are they even having an event there? It's Florida, you know, and it's like Florida doesn't have all the stupid mask rule stuff, you know. But yeah, you do have we have a ghetto situation going on. That's like what Scott was saying. That's what everyone's saying. It's just like, oh, you don't want to go to this really nice, amazing resort on the beach side because it's trash. Because outside of that, it's just ghetto trash. It's like, wow, great, man. Sounds fun. Thank you. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, dude, this one's stupid strong. Good God, man. Bullish. So bullish. It's just like ascending triangle. My God, man. Yeah, eventually insanity. I mean, the thing is, though, it's at a level where it either breaks out, goes insane, or it could have a really nice markdown and make another higher low before then breaking out. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this thing has been consolidating since February 20th. After a huge markup, but the consolidation is extremely bullish. There is a sell wall, a certain sell wall between 11,692, 12,471. and accumulation, higher lows. And there was an X, A, B, C, D too. That was a nice bullish bat right there. You don't even have to, I mean, I'm gonna do it so you can see. Oh, it's perfect. Literally a perfect bat. Oh, no, it was not perfect because it only hit the 786. It didn't hit the 886. It was too strong. Good God, man. But if we do it this way, right, we have, this is, hold on. If we do it like this, though, it's perfect, right? Maybe not. Still a little too shallow. 72%. It didn't hit the 7.8. It's just too strong. Just sometimes it happens, man, where you can't get a 786 or an 886. It was very close, though. So, I like how it's back testing the old all-time high from February 13th as support. Look at that, 1 time, 2, 3 times it's holding it. So you can have an alert set up because this is on breakout watch. It's definitely on breakout watch. We're talking about eventually like a measured move. Could take this frickin' thing maybe to 17,289. But again, man, you're at high risk areas, and this thing definitely could sell off, make a 50% retrace anywhere and pivot, and then break out. So it's just tough to be like, oh, great time to go long, because there were probably some better times, lower risk areas. But again, the breakout could happen anytime. I guess I'll add an alert for myself, just like, hey, it's breaking out. But you get what I'm saying. These aren't the best entry areas at all. Yeah, it's just a culture, you know. It's like a cancerous culture. It's just like it's like the rejection of American culture. Like, what's going on? Okay, let's see, next one. Oh, dude, Doge is breaking out! No way, Doge, remember, ping patrons, remember? Here we go. Here we go, chat. It's not, now it's not confirmed. It could obviously could just sell off, but this is the breakout point on Doge. 6 cents, 6.3 cents. You break this for real, which you haven't really ever been able to break it for real since you've been here. But accumulation, even this, I love this little higher low right here, right? Where you sold off and there was just so much demand that the asset could not come back down to the original demand line created. That's so strong. Very, very powerful. And so if you break this for real, the target is 8.3 cents minimum on Doge. Then 8.8, right? Top of the zone. So let's see if that, you know, will play out. You see this just like Hex, right? Where it's like, 1 minute it's up 10%, the other minute it's down 2%. It's like, what happened, man? Illiquid. But I'm telling you, man, this is a breakout watch. Doge is on breakout watch. That's it. Did I spend much time on that? Sorry. No, I didn't even go to it, I don't think. Bridge Mutual. I don't understand. Is it BMI to the US dollar or something? I don't get it. I don't know if Bridge Mutual. Oh, it's to wrapped ways, wrapped ether. That's what you're looking at. I mean, it's at all-time low levels. It's terrible. I mean, it's XABCD stuff too, but there's just no, like, nothing on it. It's just, maybe you could very well bounce here, but it would be a reaction. It wouldn't be some sort of confirmation low. So I don't know, man. Like, clearly there's a supply line up there. Yeah, it could bounce here, but nothing's really implying that it's going up right now soon, you know. whatever. How much? Yeah, dude, nothing. Like, nothing is saying it's time to reverse here. It could break this and fall lower, but at the same time, it could definitely hold this and then get a reaction bounce, make a lower high again, and then dump and test it again. And that's when we're looking for that confirmation double bottom or something, right? Or a spring back test of a spring. You don't have any of that yet. It's too early on BMI, Bridge Mutual to wrap either. Okay, sorry. Yes, how incredible it was. Tesla's just held that demand line so well, and it's the same X, A, B, C, D stuff. You've got a crab pattern, bearish crab, nearing the PCZ if it hadn't already done it. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, almost there. So it's got a little bit further to go before you get like a reaction at a pattern completion zone, right around 737. 736. Okay, yeah, probably going a little higher, just a little bit, but yeah. Is it all-time highs? Is it $13 all-time highs? I guess it would count on Hitbit, but price discovery on a lot of other charts, right? So this one had looked good. I don't think the US dollar pair is the one to be looking at so much. I mean, it's great as appreciation. It was the BTC pair that was so phenomenal. Oh, VRA, yeah, I love it. The VRA shillers, like they tip money to see it. We look how good it looks, and I never heard from them ever again. And it pumped. It like went nuts. They don't even. What happened? Did someone stop paying them to care about the asset? I don't know. Weird.
Slash BTC looking like it wants to break out on the daily. Looks like ton of room to upside. Love your the insight. Respect the TA always.
What's up, Jose Soto? Thanks for the 50 super chat. Appreciate it, man. Here you go, Leroy Jenkins for the 50. Thanks. Oh man, let's do a double whammy here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Look where it went.
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry?
Yep. Bullish shark pattern. You were just, what was it posted on it? Like, what did this post, man?
Until May 15th, correct?
I'm not sure. Like, I got mine done, but I know like the last day to contribute to your SCP or probably your 401k or Roth IRA is the 17th. But my accountant was like, he could have been wrong. It might be the 15th. So look at this, dude. Literally yesterday. At here. Like, so not at everyone, but if you were online on Discord and you were patron, this was it, dude. XTZ primed for 1188 sats.
Spots tip 25.
Okay, we got to 1164. What's up, Spot? 6025, sure, yep. Caroline B, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Sorry, I missed that. Whoops. Please be sure to stay in the Patreon Discord. You have to. You have to if you want the value. If you're going to join the Patreon and you're not going to join the Discord, don't join the Patreon. Just don't do it. I'm telling you. You're going to cry about it when you leave next month because you were like, what happened? Where's all the alerts? It's like they were in the Discord. We told you. It's on our fault you can't read or listen. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying, like, that's the way it is. So, yeah, you're almost there. Like, 2 days later. $10,000 messages. Wow. Sorry about the beep. It just this trading views bug. It bugs out like that. I don't know why. I can't help it. Okay. Next one was y'all should have just been like, hey man, here's $1,500. Can you just look at literally everything that exists? I mean, that's pretty much what we're doing right now on this stream. Ah, dude, this is Verge, the parabolic, and the parabolic run is continuing like crazy. Like, okay, let's just continue it on out, man. It's getting further. Look how insane it's getting. Like the way it was, the acceleration has gotten so. Hey, it's a freaking pretty much X, A, B, C. Nah, it's too deep to be an actual canary pattern. But man, it broke that resistance. Yeah, it broke the resistance from June of 2018, July 2018, and it's just, once it back tested and has support, gone, dude. And listen to what happens, Larry, when you break an area and there's nothing until, like, you're still not even at a real
In the mix.
area of resistance. I mean, that might be a high, that wick high, but, dude, we're talking like 9.1 cents is a major target, 9 cents. Maybe you could say another one at like 8 cents, 8.1 cents. But that's like where it's in the zone, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, pretty much. So I think that's where Verge could be headed, eventually 8 cents, or even from where it is now. I don't know what's going to happen in between, but this thing's parabolic. It's in a parabolic uptrend right now. Verge. Failed S-coin, for real. But still catching bids, lots of them. Alright. Just remember, how did it start? X, A, B, C, D. What is that? Come on, dude. Let's just point it out. Let's just show you. I mean, I don't even know if it went deep enough to be even 786. Yeah, pretty. Look, dude, it was. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Gartley, man. I mean, 55.6%. But that's just like. Come on, dude. That's beautiful. That's freaking gorgeous on Verge. Let it be an educational point, because there's no more education that can be done at these levels. It's stupid. It's like pumped. It's in no man's land for the most part. You could keep going. Been here before. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good, actually. You know why it looks good? Because this, dude, we've been here. We've been here, man. API 3 to Bitcoin. Hitting a target. You're hitting a target. You're back testing what was once the beginning resistance as support. And rallying, selling up, making a higher low. It's so strong, dude. This thing could go parabolic. Certainly could go parabolic. I have memory of this place. It's here. We plotted it. Wow. When though? What did they try? What was that? At the end of February? I don't know. I guess we just covered it on stream. Maybe. Yeah, look at this, like idiot terror. That's his name, dude. So I'm not calling anyone names. But like, look at this. Like, look what people post in the Patreon. You understand? It's not just me providing value. It's now patrons are providing value too. Like, look, this is just the U.S. dollar pair. But this stuff, man. People are like applying the stuff I'm teaching, and we're all working together. That's like why we have so many patrons, because it's just like this snowball effect of positivity. It just is spiraling out of control in a positive way. It's crazy, dude. We have an avalanche of positivity, education, and value. It's nuts. Okay, so where are you going after this? High to low. I'm thinking eventually, if this thing's gonna really go, I mean, we're talking gold mean ratios. 27,790 sats, gold, yeah, that's 1.618 up there. I mean, in a more reasonable target, you could say is 23,289, that's the 1272. Yeah, dude, this thing could go nuts. For that demand line, right, and how on this low right here, good God, it's so good. on this low. It failed to ever get back to the demand line, signifying the strength of buyers and the accumulation. Very big deal when you fail to get back to a demand line that's been created and is very real, right? You just bounce off the 200 moving average. Very good, man. What I'm saying, like on BTC pairs, they're starting to look really good. And that makes sense with Bitcoin dominance getting wrecked. All right, we got here. We got look on the eights. If you're enjoying this live stream and these amazing gems, all these gems, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Opportunity out there, man. Someone turned my lights off, so I'll be like, I don't even know the word. Let there be light. There we go. Yeah, it worked. My force powers work. Oh, trying to get through these requests, man. I don't know what that is. Unity? Is it Unity software? Is it Unity S-Coin? What are you talking about, Unity, Mitesh? It's a stock. Thank God. Thank God. Unity software is you? It's got to be it. Yep. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my God. I have memory of this place. You're to 78% retrace. The whole freaking chart reminds me of YFI. That's but it's double bottoming. Oh my God. It's back testing spring after confirming the bottom. Holy crap, man. So we'd seen this before and we were like, oh, maybe opportunity, but now opportunity might be knocking. Okay, you look at that low point, high point from October and September of 2020. You're back testing it now. You fell below it a couple times, but now you rally. You sprung. You're back testing the spring here. Is that a dark cloud or is that a piercing line? We got a piercing line reversal going on after the back test of the spring. Holy crap! So it's not so much a perfect valid harmonic because it had to go the 886, but it's very interesting. Almost not even deep enough. See, it's a 786, 80% retrace. But I mean, hey, and the convergence on the daily is really strong here. Mitesh, you're onto something. You're definitely onto something. This is lower risk area stuff. Okay, a lot of upside potential on Unity. I mean, you're talking upside of 119, 136. I think a real target for this one, reasonably, it would be 149.37. That is a gap, strong gap fill. Okay. Powerful Unity. I'm telling posting. All right. So look, you were going to bearish engulf on Bitcoin. You didn't, but you did close, unfortunately, below 58,100. Dude, just so many quality requests today. I don't know if we've ever had this many quality requests in a single stream before. So kudos to all of you. I think we're almost close to getting through all this. Oh wow, it's interesting. Hey, Julian. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to sync with the Patreon and the Discord. You have to, otherwise you're not going to get pinged on all these requests, all these charts, all these things that I'm finding, that others are finding. You have to be in the Discord for that as a patron. That's it. Don't join the Patreon just to be in the Patreon unless you're going to get in the Discord. And there's precedence for me talking about it so much like that because people literally just still don't get it after I just scream about it and exclaim about it over and over and over again. Oh, I like it. Oh my God, yeah, it's pretty good. Congestion area from December of last year. Oh my God, yeah, dude, look at this. Ooh, it's so good. You see how that price action is correlating there? You're springing, back testing the spring. It's okay. I mean, the problem is, it's not that, it's like a 618 retrace.
It's a gem. Dire.
I'm good, dude. Thank you for the contribution. So you understand, if it holds this like it is, then the chances, the longer it holds above it, the higher the probability is you'll run to that next major congestion area between 1373 and 1477 Satoshis. Yep. Looks good. Momentum is shifting. For sure. I think you have a supply line locally that you're going to have to break. You haven't broken it yet. It's definitely there. Can't say it's not like kind of a lower risk area. Now, if you break that, not good, man, right? You're probably going straight down to 700 sats. So it's not bad. New to BTC is at a good area. And we'll just plot it so you can see. It's the zone, man. The zone. It's the zone. Hold that, and yeah, you're going to the next zone, right? The next zone up here. That makes sense. Perfect. Alright, so out the gate, Bitcoin is selling off. Oh, I'm so surprised. Bitcoin is just Stucksville. Stucksville since February 21st, right? So, same price. Oops, wrong tool. Same price. 44 days. Fixed price on Bitcoin while altcoins outperform. Very nice. But it's all good, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. It's just, again, market participants are looking for opportunity on lesser liquid assets, and they're making a killing. People are making a killing. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of accumulation. There's absorption going on Bitcoin. I think that's just really what we're watching, we're witnessing. You could almost look at this like an ascending triangle. I'm not kidding, okay? I mean, you just have to think about, yeah, of course, it up thrusted above this high, but didn't spend any time there, and then went to like kind of back tested as, so it's like your zone here, that's the sell wall. It's like a sell zone. The sell wall where it's just these orders have been put up and you're absorbing the remaining supply, because like every time you're hitting it, you're only eventually making a higher low than the previous low. And once the absorption is complete, right, once all the remaining supply is absorbed here, you're just going to have this huge markup to 66 plus K. So I think it's just patience is required on this. It could even go down and test the demand line again. As long as the asset of Bitcoin just, okay. Doge, man, as long as Bitcoin gets a higher low, a major higher low than 50,500, then you're still showing accumulation, and this argument is still valid, all right? I think you're good.
Forget me for a third time.
I think we're good on Bitcoin. Accumulation, absorption. Please read the description below before you request an asset. Thank you, dude. No, I did look at Easy when you requested it. I don't know what you were talking about. I literally looked at Easy. So, again, you're like gaslighting me now. I looked at Easy to Ethereum. You were like, you missed me, and I'm like, oh, I did, and I'm like, oh, yeah, all right, and then I go and look at it, and then the stream ends, and you keep saying I missed it, and I'm like, no, I didn't, and now here you are again saying I missed it again. It's like, no, that's just not true. So thank you, man, but weird that you're trying to gaslight me. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go to Doge, because the alert went off, and okay, Doge, man. Anything above 6.3 cents, you got a good chance of seeing 8 cents fast, and we're above it. Okay, that's it. Oh, I have another alert. Whatever. If it starts going real nuts or something. I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I can certainly believe it, but it's Doge. It's a joke, right? That's what I even said in the Patreon ping today. I'm like, well, we all know it's a joke, but still, primed for 8 cents, 8.3 cents. No Elon tweets needed on this structure, none at all. I prefer he not tweet in a pump. So this the TA is respected. The massive accumulation levels with the sell wall. It's perfect. Oh, I'm not really sure what you're getting at on Ken here. They can't all be winners, right? Hey, Alan S. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon now. Please be sure to sync with the Patreon and the Discord. You have to be in the Discord if you want the value. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, dude. A hidden bullish divergence developing. Maybe on the 4 hour, maybe. But, you know, it's just, I don't think there's enough data yet to really know. I mean, a higher low here would be stupendous. It could be like a double bottom almost or something weirdly. But nothing sticks out as, oh man, time to go long on Kincoin. Nothing's telling me that right now, even though it could rally with everything else, right? There are 10,000 other, I mean, there's so many other assets that have so much better upside with low probability, high reward, coinciding variables. This doesn't really have any. So yeah, it goes up because you flip the coin and there's a 50% chance of it going up, 50% of it going down. So just because it goes up and I don't see an edge doesn't mean, oh, I'm wrong. It's just like, no, I choose to look at something else or take a long on something that shows me variables that give me a higher percentage chance of a coin flip that it would go up. Okay, moving on. There's just nothing to really look at on Kincoin right now. With what's being presented on the 4 hour, the daily, absolutely nothing. Nothing looks good on the daily right now. You just sold out. Hey, yeah, you pivot here, great, dude. There's nothing. I'm sorry. Like, thank you though. Okay, my God, we got through the request. Let's go, dude. I didn't think I was ever gonna get through it. I mean, I've been live for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I've just finished the requests. Jeez. Yeah, Theta. Hey, chat, Theta. Remember that time we looked at Theta and it was like, nice. Nice. Theta, baby. Let's see where we get taken. Yeah, if you were patron Harry Taylor, you wouldn't be saying that at all. Link was a trade setup for patrons, so I don't really, again, like, there's thousands of S coins, dude, and then people come in here and like say, I can't believe this guy's not talking about this one S coin, this one asset, when there's so many coins to look at, and I spend 2 hours just doing requests of other people's assets that they want to look at. I don't even get much time to look at what I want to look at on stream, right? And that's okay, but don't complain about it, my God.
Also bought me a sweet harmonic tea the other day. Can you look at link? Looks like a breakout.
Yeah, we can look at link, even though there's not much to look at, dude. The link to Bitcoin was the one. Because you had confirmation at the PCZ, you had no confirmation at this PCZ of this bullish cipher, and yeah, it's near breakout point. Okay, cool. It hasn't broken out, and it could. And if it breaks out, it's going to $40. That's the target, $40 above 35 and change. You want any more of this? I mean, we can. Okay, I'm looking at it. What am I supposed to do here? Just for people that are like asking about assets that have literally these assets, this one in particular, from like that PCZ, the asset is up in 13 days, 47%. So I'm looking at it. You requested it. Is there something you would like me to do here? Right? That's it. We're looking at it. $40 eventually if it can break the resistance that it's at.
OXT, thank you, kind sir.
What's up, Jerome? Thanks for 20. again, the one you should have looked at, I mean, I'm doing the one that had like the best variables for a swing trader was linked to BTC, not the US dollar. You had triple bullish divergence at the PCZ of the most perfect specimen contextual area for a harmonic to ever be after a major sell-off like correction, right? You go down to levels of congestion and it presents itself. This is it, dude. That's it. Triple divergence. Falling wedge. Look at it now. Target's eventually 75,000 Satoshis. So yeah, I mean, like the way this looks, you could think that linked to the US dollar could continue to outperform Bitcoin for the next few weeks or something. Okay, yeah. And that means $40, $45, maybe $50 if this is going to keep going and eventually see 75,000 Satoshis. Okay. I don't know why, like, when I scold somebody, you think I'm grumpy. Like, this is just my personality. Hey, isn't this like... I don't know, man. I guess there's a lot of people that never went through athletics growing up, so they're not used to having a coach or something. This is the way coaches act, okay? This is the way you get better. You get treated this way, and I'm not treating you bad. I'm being stern, all right? This is the way things stick in your mind when I talk to you like this. Do you want me to be nice and kind to you? Do you want me to be like Coach Shula, or do you want me to be like Coach Saban? I mean, which you prefer? Coach Shula was very, very quiet and nice, and everyone was nice to him. Okay, let's go, guys. And Saban was not like that at all.
A doused thanks, Mitch.
What's up, dude? Thanks for the 20. Sure, Cardano.
Hi, Mitch. Can you take a look at CVP to BISD on Binance? Thanks.
Thank you. Sure, we can continue the request of everything. Thank you. Finally, a request is not finally a contribution is not a request. Thank you, Mike Santiago. Taking it easy on me.
Mike from San Diego tipped $33.39. Sudo.
Sub, bro, sub, dude. Thank you for the Ethereum contribution. Much love. All right, let's try to keep it going while I'm trying, dude. Link. Orchid. It actually looked pretty freaking good. I mean, even despite the fact that it... Well, I mean, we were talking about this asset when the composite operator was acquiring his initial position. Now at this point, he's just letting it ride. That's it, man. Yeah, we're very, very, like, you're just at these areas where you broke the first high December 2019, and you're just stupid amounts of accumulation. I mean, at this point, man, I'm just gonna clean this chart. There's so much stuff here. It'll take forever to just delete it. So let's just clean it up. Spring cleaning on OXT. What a trade setup that one was, right, patrons? So it's just, you got to get the curve line tool out on this one, dude. You have to. All right, this is pretty much like how it's going, man, on this asset, right? Just acceleration of accumulation. You got that candle close right there at 84.78. We're going back to plot this one. All right, so you're in this zone, the last remaining zone. Like, where if you break this, I mean, you got to talk about that one wick high, the $1 psychological resistance. What's up, Ubi man? Thank you, Ubi. Seriously.
Hey Mitch, can we look at the BTC dominance just for fun?
Oh yeah, we can. We did look at it early in the stream, but we can look at it again for you, alright? Thank you. Really appreciate it. So 184 cents is broken, which it's not. If you keep making higher lows, you know Orchid's going to $1. If it breaks $1, dude, 125, 150, 175, $2. That's all you got. You could also, if you wanted to, you go from that extreme high, that wick high, that dollar high, to the next low, previous low, 121 or 122 really is the 1272. Guess what? The gold me ratio is 150, 149. So that's it. 125 after a dollar, 150 after 125, and then the 2618 is $2, but the psychological resistance is $2. I mean, this could double if it breaks $1 for real. I mean, eventually. Composite operator, man, he warned you. I mean, I tried to warn you about the composite operator warning us, right? I mean, like, beautiful. And it's not quite gone bonkers yet, right? It's still kind of relatively tame. You remember see Verge, right? Verge just gets so far away from that curved demand line or whatever. So when that, it's almost like kind of ascending triangle behavior going on, right? Like where you got like kind of the sell wall at 85 cents, and then right here you just have at that. And that's kind of a little bit like a ascending triangle, at least the psychology of one. So yeah, upside, assuming Bitcoin is absorbing remaining supply at that 58.1, 58.4 area, and it's going to mark up, and we're going to go nuts again on Bitcoin. The cycle is going to continue. Yeah, a lot of upside on Orchid and many other altcoins that we're looking at, right?
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Okay, next one. Request number 8,227. Cardano, which patience. I mean, I'm in on this. Got Carney's in on this. We're waiting. Our entry was around $1.09, and it's only up, but marginally. But first target 145. But I really think, dude, this asset has been consolidating since late February, and 145 is just the beginning. Like that's minimum. I mean, from the high to low, we're talking 162, 180, and then eventually, maybe if we're lucky, $2 psychological resistance. I mean, you're above $1, man. Once you get above 150, it's like eventually probably $2. Yeah. So all I can say on Cardano is, if one's in on this with us, just remain patient. That's all you can do. It's definitely slow going. I know. But some of these slow goers, dude, I think it's just a testament to the patience that is demanded from you if you're gonna make money on some of these, because it's just like as soon as you sell some of your position to go into something else, boom, that's when like moves up can happen. So it's just, stay strong in your conviction on assets that are showing strong technical indicators, which I think Cardano is very, very bullish trend outperformer. It was an outperformer, and now it's just making higher lows after a Gartley. And you don't ignore Gartleys. You just don't. Not in this context, anyway. Like, it'll be at some point, oh my god, remember that time there was a Gartley on Cardano and now it's $2? Holy crap, we're gonna clip it, man. Next one. Ooh, this is a really good one. Oh my goodness. What is going on, dude? Something's going on. How did it all start, too? Oh my god, it's like this is so bullish looking. First off, do we even need to talk about it? Oh my god, is it a perfect Gartley? Nah, it was like a Gartley that went to the 886, it's just it's a Bartley pattern. That's okay, man, but it's an XABCD. And look at the nice accumulation you're seeing here. Holy, and dude, I'm telling you, the demand, like, right? We were talking about how strong things are. An asset is just too powerful. It can't get back down the demand line because there's too much demand, too many owners of this asset. I think this eventually is going up to 389 from where it is right now. Sure, Nick, thank you. Is that what y'all are going for? Y'all literally, let's gonna keep him live for 3 hours and we're gonna look at everything. Cause you kind of got like this. Come on, dude. Come on.
Hey Mitch, if you do another 10 requests, I will guarantee you a $20 tip. You love it, really. XRP.
I don't know if that's worth it, dude.
Ooh.
20 more requests for $20. That's a lot, man. That's like ridiculous. Dude, this is it, man. Remember, I know the people in here that care. There are a lot of you. What do we talk about? When we see an asset that sells off, it rallies 88, 70, 80, 88%, and then it makes a higher low. Remember? That's how stupidly powerful bullish stuff, right? So you're thinking the target's 389 because that's that high right there, right? 380 something, right? It's like 387 to 393. Like that's the target. That's where it's probably going. The way the wave analysis works, right? Where you could, yeah, sure, you could sell off here as long as it makes a higher low. It'll probably make a higher low than that low, but eventually that is going on, all right? CVP to BUSD is showing tremendous amounts of accumulation, and then now, like, I think acceleration of accumulation with this previous higher low that is bouncing off the 200 moving average. Whew, very strong, man. Very, very strong. CVP, okay? All right, back to square one. Yeah, it's ugly, Ubi, man. It's super ugly. Bitcoin dominance. Broke the zone, right? What happens when you break that zone? Well, one time you create an inverse head and shoulders before breaking back above, but this is good. I think it's probably good for the overall macro, for the overall like trend of the collective market, because it just means like when, you know, if Bitcoin's at like $58,000 still, and its dominance got wrecked, that just means that like market participants are they're not complacent, but they feel a lot better. They feel good that we're in this really strong rooted bull trend to where like people can spread out their money from Bitcoin, right? Or more new liquidity can come in and it's going into altcoins. I just think it's maybe testament to the strength of the uptrend we're in. I don't think it's a bad thing, really. Okay. That's it. Thanks, Ubi. I thought I had looked at this. I know I've looked at this. Maybe it was like in the purge. I had to delete a bunch of data. I think it might have gotten deleted. Yeah, like something like ETN, man, it's almost a waste of a request, right? I mean, there's just, look at the daily. Like, there was a time to care about it, and it was down here in December, and it was like you had like 3 months to care about it. It was showing extreme amounts of accumulation and backtesting spring areas. It was so powerful. Composite operator was definitely showing his hand here, and very interesting the amount of volume that came in on the initial back test of that spring, right? From June, May 2019, right? But really just you could see the higher lows locally, but look, there's the backup, right? That's a backup where you break out of the range and then you sell off to test it before you go much higher. So there's no edge yet. You could try to say hidden bullish divergence is just too early. You did bullishly engulf a couple days ago, so this engulfing candle is valid until we get a daily candle close below the open around 2.7 cents, right? So if one was going to trade the bullish engulfing candle, they'd have a stop just below that open.
Sorry, it's such a quiet stream tonight. Let's pamp it up with your TA on Loopring LRC. Thanks, bro. Cool face.
Yeah, I know. Such a quiet stream, dude. Alright, so that's one way to kind of look at it, maybe if one wanted to try to take a long, but it's not like a value trade or anything like that. That's it. No edge on the 4 hour or anything. And you'd be like, is that never said shoulders? Really scuffed looking if it was, right? I guess you could say that that'd be the the neckline. If it was, dude, it's not that pretty yet. But hey, man, a left shoulder ahead, a right shoulder. Like if you make a low, with the low, the lower low, the lowest low, then all of a sudden you rally, you make a higher low, and that daily's engulfing. That's momentum shifting, and the trend is bullish as F. So that is definitely an area where it could rally. And if you ever break 3.3 cents, I'm thinking you're probably going up to test 4 cents again. So not the best, man, but still great run it's been on, like many others. Man, y'all are sneaking some of these in, dude. But I love this one. I love this request, Carl S, because it looks incredible. I think this is showing kind of 3 rising valleys off of a bullish shark. Okay, and I think the target minimum 42, but I'm really thinking eventually $52 on AVAX. This is a big one I've been screaming about in the Patreon. Well, if you're in the Discord, if you're a patron and you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? Like, you should not be in the Patreon if you're not going to participate in the Discord. At least have your notifications on and be in the Discord, because like I'm not posting this in Patreon. I'm posting the Discord though. You have to be a patron to have access to those pings and stuff. But this is huge. This looks amazing. I think this is absorbing the remaining supply between 32 and 33.85. Once it breaks, dude, I think you're gonna go straight up to $42. This looks incredible. It's in a very bullish trend, and it went through a really nice correction, and this is presenting itself. Oh, this is exactly, these are forms of confirmation at PCZs, dude. This is perfect. AVAX. That's it. No, now it's just waiting game for the breakout, which looks like it's coming soon. All right. Terminal accumulation almost. I mean, that's a term. That's my term. Terminal, because it's just like there's just so much of it, and there's just nothing else to be done because of all these higher lows and the sell wall congestion area. Okay, I wish there was more to talk about. I mean, it's like, yeah, loop ring was looking okay, I think. All right, for our call, I look at too many coins now. It's up 2% today. Yeah, loop ring was great, man. Right, I love how it back tested the spring and showed hidden bullish divergence. Right, 1 bottom, 2 bottoms, and rallied, and now it's back testing the 200 moving average as support. Target 63 cents. You break 63 cents, 74 cents, 80 cents after that. It's a shark. Bullish shark that was so strong it could never show confirmation, only showed the reaction. But I think the forms of confirmation occurred the 31st of March and the 4th of April. 1 bottom, 2 bottoms, back testing an old high as support. There was old resistance, became support twice. And then the seller exhaustion was apparent on the oscillators. I think Uniswap has the most liquidity. Not sure about Bitmart, as I like Walmart, but for bits. Thank you. All right, we did it, man. That's it. Like, it looks fine based off these lows, these higher lows, and it's one more confirmation. So 63 cents eventually. Which I don't know if you're going to break it, because it's a pretty strong resistance. Look, multiple times you keep testing and failing it, but this time you think after the harmonic it would, like, the absorption would be complete maybe, and then you break it, and I think if you break it, you're really probably going to go to 74 cents. That's it. That high point where traders settled up on the 4-hour at their highest point February 5th. 74 cents. Okay. Okay, so that's it, dude. All the requests are done. My God, Bitcoin's just back testing 58,100 as resistance right now on the new day. Nothing too crazy going on in these markets. You know, some altcoins are up a little bit. Doge is up 4.5%, 57%. Yep, this is, dude, you broke the soul wall, right? So it could be the night of Doge. Night of Tornadoes, Night of Doge. What's up, Beach Jedi? Thank you for the merchandise purchase. Okay. Don't forget Doge. You'll see 8.3 cents eventually. Perfect, dude. Alright, so thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions. Let's see if Bitcoin can ever get back above. I'm just saying, when is there gonna be, you know, how many sell orders have to be absorbed between 58,100 and 58,400? How many, dude? It's obviously a lot since we've been here for 6 weeks plus, right? It's okay. All is well as long as you make a higher low eventually than 51K or 50,500. And we'll see these altcoins are going to keep running, which some of them definitely look they are going to. But you never know. All right. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Been live 2 hours, 30 minutes.
I am back. Can you take a look at Unimich? Thanks.
As I'm about to get out of here. You really want to see Uniswap, dude? Why? Like, what is there about Uniswap that looks good right now? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, it's at a congestion area, but nothing's really implying, oh, it's time to moon again. No, dude, I don't know. It's just, yeah, you break below this, whatever this number is, 14 million or whatever wrapped ways, it could be a nasty drop off. So this is what we had. We had upsloping. It almost looked like a rising wedge or something. It was just a structure, and you broke out of it, and you're just at a level where it could hold here and pivot and rally, or it could break down and get destroyed and fall to like much lower prices. So critical areas, you could try to argue that it's springing back, testing a spring here. Sure, maybe. If it does, if this is a true back test of a spring, then you got upside. But it's just kind of yeah, people will be like, is it an X, A, B, C, D? It's kind of a weird spot to be trying to anchor X. X would probably be here, X, A, B, C, and then D, where you know you could go much lower. You get a 786, 886, you're gonna be at a lower risk entry area for Uniswap. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely potential spring back test of spring going on, but that's about it. That's it, dude. Okay, so it's okay, but definitely better looking assets out there to long over Uniswap to wrapped Ether. Thank you. All right. So thanks for being here. Please hit that like button, that bell, that sub on the way out. Thanks for the 1,245 people who have made it to the end of the stream with me. Very grateful for each and every one of you. Please understand, the way I speak is not to denigrate or to derogate you or make you feel bad or anything. It is coming from a spot in my heart that is trying to help you get better. I feel like the way I am is just, it's who I am, man. Like, it's my personality, but you have to interpret it, because I'm telling you this is how I feel. Like, I'm doing it from an area of trying to help you get better, trying to provide value in your life, because you have limited time as a viewer, as a person, right? You've got things going on after this stream, so I'm trying to make it valuable. So I don't really, there's not much nonsense involved unless we're a piece of bread or something. You know, sometimes we do that, but most of the time we're working on looking for opportunity on these markets. I think some of you, a lot of you, could understand that and not take it to heart. Okay, so I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
join.
Best coin even though you're obviously hungry and tired. For nuts.
And all brothers and sisters, he was talking about mean-hearted, mean-spirited people. People who would stop at nothing to bring them down. And all brothers and sisters, nobody can hurt you like people. All scattered about this sanctuary are some folk who've been wounded, who at various times have been wounded. Be kind to the person that you're sitting next to. Be kind to the person that you're seated in front of or behind. For that person beside whom, or in front of whom, or behind whom you now sit, could have been badly wounded by people. And all brothers and sisters,
Gentlemen in the mix.
soudainement une manière d'en faire usage. L'érotique, peut-être un bout de chaussure. L'érotique, peut-être un parfum. Simplement une femme dénudée, des seins calmés, des lèvres pulpeuses. Et soudainement une manière d'en faire usage. L'érotique, peut-être un bout de chaussure. L'érotique, peut-être un parfum.
Night to XRP haters, enjoy our overnight mood, it is gonna blow the house up.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.